I just want to know what it was like for you in your house on Saturday with your 4-year-old son decorating a Christmas tree, a scene we all know well. We've lived through as 4-year-olds ourselves, some of us as parents ourselves, and to have that scene out in front of your house.
Well, thanks for having me. And certainly it was a unique time and typically a very peaceful time. And for that reason, as we're putting our young son to bed, it's important to maintain that peace around him and the serenity and the calm. And so as noise may have escalated outside, the goal was simply to enable him to feel safe and secure, and as he very much did at that moment. And so we, made sure that he was able to watch his favorite show, The Grinch Who Stole Christmas. He got to stay up a little bit later doing that. I think he enjoyed that. So that was maintained. And of course, at the same time, working with law enforcement to protect everyone in our house and in the neighborhood was of prime importance for everyone.
And Secretary Benson, this notion of protector of the vote and protector of voters, that is not how I've ever seen state secretaries of state before this year, when it has really become a different kind of job stylistically anyway, because you have to contend with this outside protest against what you're doing.
Yeah, it certainly is. I mean, in my view, the state's chief election officer always has served as the guardian of the democratic process, as the guardian of our elections and of our voters. And so, in fact, as things escalated on Saturday, that also was quite clear to me that these individuals may have been attacking me in my role as the state's chief election officer, but that really were aiming their threats, as you mentioned, at the voters themselves, at our democracy. And as the defender of those voters, I'm proud to ensure and stand guard against any threats to minimize their voice or otherwise attempt to overturn the results of the election. And so any result or outcome of Saturday really has just strengthened my fortitude to continue to guard the vote, to continue to protect the sanctity of our democratic process. And I know so many of my colleagues around the country in Georgia and Arizona and elsewhere feel the same.
Donald Trump won your state 4 years ago by about 10,000 votes. Joe Biden won your state this time by about 150,000 votes. In both of those vote counts, did you have any doubt about either one of them, the 10,000 vote win margin by Donald Trump or the 150,000 vote win margin by Joe Biden?
Well, no, particularly this year, our election was as secure as it's ever been. In fact, the greatest threat to the security of our elections has really been through this misinformation and false rhetoric designed to sow seeds of doubt among our electorate about the sanctity of the process. But truly, the process itself was secure. The results were accurate. And despite an unprecedented level of scrutiny on that process, it has withstood. The results have been certified. And at this point now, a month out of that November 3rd election, of the polls closing that night, I think it's important for us to just recognize that, and for everyone with a platform or in a position of authority to note that every moment that this misinformation and hateful rhetoric continues leads to more moments like we experienced, I experienced, my son experienced on Saturday night.